Welcome to the Explainer. If you're looking to squeeze every single dollar of value out of your property, well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're diving into a strategic playbook for maximizing your home's resale value. We'll be drawing on some real hard data and insights, specifically from the highly competitive Northern Beaches market in Sydney, but honestly, these principles apply just about anywhere.
Okay, let's just quickly run through the game plan. Today we're going to cover the stakes, core upgrades, lifestyle and space, first impressions, the money pits, and finally, skipping red tape. Section 1, the stakes, or as I like to call it, the market battlefield. Before you swing a single sledgehammer or even think about hiring a contractor, we need to ask the ultimate multi-$1,000 question. How do you actually maximize your resale value? Look, in a super competitive market like the Northern Beaches, buyers are frankly incredibly discerning. Their expectations are sky high. If you don't meet them, you're quite literally leaving serious money on the table come auction day. Think about the massive difference in perception here. When buyers walk into what we'd call a tired home, they instantly, almost subconsciously, start mentally discounting the price. They see a dated kitchen or peeling paint and think, all right, that's 50 grand I'm gonna have to spend. But a well-presented home? It naturally attracts a premium. And here's the best part. You really don't need to spend an absolute fortune to achieve that well-presented status and really move the needle. You just need to be strategic. Which brings us to Section 2, core upgrades, the absolute heavy hitters. These are the non-negotiables where buyers apply immediate premiums or brutal discounts. When deciding where your money should go, the kitchen is undisputed. A dated kitchen is literally the #1 reason buyers discount a property. But if you invest, say, $30,000 to $80,000 on a smart kitchen reno, new cabinetry, bench tops, appliances, the value impact is massive. In a strong market, it's often returning 1.5 to 2 times what you spent. Bathrooms are right behind it. For 20 to 50 grand, a bathroom upgrade easily pays for itself plus a premium. There's a golden rule in real estate we always go back to. A tired bathroom signals neglect to buyers, but a fresh one signals a well-maintained home. It's totally psychological. If your shower has peeling grout, buyers just assume the rest of the house is falling apart too. Even more impactful, if you have the space, add a second bathroom or an ensuite. Families today basically expect at least 2 bathrooms, so adding that second one is a massive immediate value booster. Okay, moving on to Section 3, lifestyle and space, specifically modern layouts.
This is where we tap into the emotional drivers for buyers, especially families. Picture those older 1960s to 1980s brick homes. They usually have these closed-off, compartmentalized layouts that just feel, well, incredibly dated today. Taking down internal walls to create open-plan living between your kitchen, dining, and living areas, it completely transforms the vibe of the home. You aren't adding a single square meter, but you're bumping the property into an entirely higher buyer bracket because open plan is exactly what today's market demands.
Let's look at the costs for these lifestyle upgrades. Knocking out walls for an open plan layout might cost up to 40 grand depending on the structural stuff. An alfresco outdoor area? That can run up to 50,000. And a bedroom addition via reconfiguration might cost around 30,000. Notice that alfresco area though? In coastal markets like the Northern Beaches, outdoor living is a non-negotiable. A great deck or covered entertaining space is a total game changer for your sale price.
Now, what's really interesting here is that you can effectively add a whole new bedroom entirely within your existing footprint. You completely skip the massive cost of an extension. Step 1, subdivide a giant oversized room. Step 2, convert a study that's just collecting dust. Step 3, reconfigure any underutilized space. Doing this immediately increases the pool of buyers who will actually look at your property. And here's the so what of it all. $100,000. That is the staggering potential jump in market value when you take a property from 3 bedrooms to 4 in these competitive suburbs. Think about it. For an internal reconfiguration cost of maybe 10 to 30 grand, you're looking at one of the highest single value adds on the entire market. Section 4, first impressions, focusing on the quick aesthetic wins. These set the tone before a buyer even sets foot inside. Never, ever underestimate curb appeal. Dropping just 5 to 20 grand on a fresh exterior paint job, a new front fence, a modern letterbox, and some tidy landscaping, it yields disproportionately high returns. It instantly screams this home is cared for. And once they step inside, flooring is everything. Tired, stained carpet, or old vinyl are instant buyer objections. Swapping those out for engineered timber or quality tiles across the main living areas modernizes the whole space and instantly deletes that mental discount the buyer was just about to apply.
Right, Section 5, the money pits. Time to avoid some costly errors.
Consider this a bit of a pattern interrupt. Before you grab a sledgehammer and start ripping up your house, we need a reality check. You've got to ask yourself, what is absolutely not worth doing? Take a breath, rethink that grand Pinterest wish list, because not every dollar you spend is going to come back to you. Actually, some upgrades will just burn a hole straight through your wallet without adding a single dime at auction.
So, what do we avoid? First up, swimming pools. Look, I know they sound amazing, but they are high cost, have a super limited return, and can actually scare off buyers who just see a massive maintenance headache. Second, luxury finishes in a mid-range suburb. The market sets a ceiling price for your street. Overcapitalizing on, say, gold-plated taps doesn't magically break that ceiling. Third, major extensions done purely for resale. They rarely deliver a proportional return if you're selling soon. And finally, highly personalized and niche designs. Keep it neutral, folks. Neon green walls or wildly unusual layouts appeal to very, very few buyers.
Section 6. Skipping red tape to save you time and money. Because, let's be real, time is money, especially in real estate. Consider the sheer cost of red tape. Dragging a formal development application, or DA, through the local council can easily add 3 to 6 months and 10 to 20 grand to your costs. And that's before you've even bought a single plank of wood. Conversely, things like internal layout changes, kitchen upgrades, or even simple decks often fall under exempt development rules in New South Wales, meaning absolutely no council approval is required. Fast-tracking your improvements under these rules saves you massive amounts of time and money. All of this really boils down to the core thesis of this explainer. Smart renovations maximize return, minimize cost, and avoid unnecessary approvals. It's like a giant puzzle. It's all about doing the right improvements in the exact right order without overcapitalizing or getting stuck in local council red tape. So, I want to leave you with this to chew on. Are you strategically investing in what buyers actually demand, or are you overcapitalizing on features that simply won't pay off? Take a really hard look at your own property strategy. Reassess your plans using this playbook and make absolutely sure every single dollar you spend is working hard to increase your home's value. Thanks for diving into this explainer with me, and happy planning.